Welcome to the NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. Well, it has come down to one game in Corvallis for the right to advance to the Super Regional round for USC and Oregon State. It's been 20 years since the Trojans' last trip to the Supers, while the Beavers looking for their third trip in the last 4 years. OSU, they won twice yesterday and got here by beating St. Mary and USC. They scored a school postseason record 20 runs against the Gales and added 14 more against the Trojans. They combined 34 runs on 38 hits in the 2 wins on Sunday. Can they keep the offense humming today? Well, it is the final game of this Corvallis Regional. TCU and St. Mary already eliminated, and it's down to one game for USC and Oregon State. And we are happy to have you with us from the Pacific Northwest on this Monday with former Texas lefty Greg Swindell. I'm Mark Neely. Well, we both saw it last night. Oregon State cruises to a 14-1 win over USC. Does that matter at all in this winner-take-all game?
Now, first and foremost, the game of baseball does not care what happened yesterday. Let's get that straight. USC, the sun came out. You got to have a short memory. You got to be ready this afternoon because Oregon State's going to be ready. You lose, there is no tomorrow.
Oregon State has so many hot hitters going right now. Trent Caraway and Wilson Weber, the catcher, each have had terrific regionals.
Yeah, they've been knocking the cover off the ball, both Caraway and Wilson Weber. Caraway with 4 home runs. He's homered in every game in this regional. 9 RBIs. Half his hits have left the yard, and Wilson Weber as well. 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. He's also been a backstop, a really good backstop behind home.
Well, USC, they need Ethan Hedges to be Ethan Hedges. And speaking of backstops, the catcher Richard Tejeda for the Trojans has had a terrific regional here.
You see the numbers on Hedges. 5 hits in this region. 2 have left the yard. And Richard Tejeda, normally known for his catching prowess, was 7 for 11 with 3 RBIs. Need a big day from them if they want to advance to the Super Regional.
Now, for these decisive games, always a big deal. How much pitching you got left? And for USC, they're going to start hard-throwing lefty junior Caden Hunter. You get the starting 9, and for Oregon State, redshirt freshman James DeCramer, just his 2nd start of the season. First pitch next. Well, the Pacific Northwest has a reputation for copious amounts of moisture. That has not been the case during the 4 days of this Corvallis Regional. Another picture-perfect day here in Corvallis for this decisive 7th game, and the winner moving on to the Super Regional round. Big news really on both sides. A leadoff hitter for one, number 9 hitter for the other. Out. Braden Dowd was injured in that collision at home plate in the 1st inning of yesterday's game. Concussion protocol. They'll miss him. And Tice Peterson, who had been tearing it up in this regional. Undisclosed injury, but he's out as well for Oregon State. So that obviously is going to affect the lineup for each. Let's take a look at the Trojans lineup, and it changes right at the top. So Covarrubias moves up to the leadoff spot with no doubt, and you got Jack Basir in the cleanup spot.
Yeah, Jack Basir having a real fine regional here in Corvallis. 6 hits, driven in a couple, scored a couple, including his first triple of the season for Jack Basir.
That batting order for the Trojans going to face on the mound James DeCramer, making just start number 2 on the season.
That's a freshman out of Scottsdale, Arizona. Fastball, slider, changeup. The fastball can go low to mid 90s, and when he's on, he's got a little sink to that fastball. He'll get more ground balls than fly balls here in this game for the freshman, getting just his 2nd start of the season.
So just about ready to get rolling here with this decisive game. We expect another packed house here at Goss Stadium. They'll keep filling in the seats. They have been terrific all week and weekend. It has been a terrific environment here on the Oregon State campus.
We've been here, what, 4 or 5 days now, and the weather has got better each day.
It has. It's been terrific. Had a little bit of light rain during the workout day before it got started, but really the weather has been more than we could have asked for. Let's hope this game is more than we can ask for. We're ready to roll. First pitch to Avery Covarrubias is down low, and we're off and running in this decisive game from Corvallis. 400 in this Corvallis Regional. Takes the strikes. Second time, 2 times this year, Covarrubias has batted leadoff, so this will be the 3rd. Last time was on May 17th at Washington.
Trojans looking to get that leadoff batter on. A lot of good things happen when you get the leadoff hitter on.
The play right side, and Kramer gets ahead of the game leadoff hitter Covarrubias. A ball and 2 strikes. It will be a fascinating game to watch play out, Zeke. The pitching, who's available, how long they can go, because it's all hands on deck.
Could be a little chess match, too.
Grounded just foul up the third base line.
You can see the run on that fastball from Kramer. That one 95 really got in on Covarrubias. So you bust one in and get him off the plate a little bit. See if he throws that breaking ball right here. He got a strike for it. First strike of the game. It's a good one. Late break.
Ball's lined to left field. That's down for a base hit. One bounce into the glove of Gavin Turley, and Covarrubias begins the game off with a base hit. USC had their opportunities in a 14-1 loss yesterday and last night to Oregon State. 12 hits, but they stranded 12 and only scored once.
And just one hit with runners in scoring position, so you're not going to win too many games when you leave that many on base and have many opportunities and not capitalize.
A base runner for Ethan Hedges, who has been hands down their best overall hitter this season in a breakout junior campaign. He also has done some pitching this year, so we were just talking about who can pitch today. Well, this guy's a candidate for USC. Now, normally he's just going to go 1 inning, but that could be a big inning.
We haven't seen him here this weekend. He got 9 saves on the year.
That's outside. His last 10 pitching appearances have all been for 1 inning. If you're a USC fan, if he winds up getting in the game, pitching late, that's probably a really good sign for the Trojans. Hedges, semifinalist for the Olerud Two-Way Player Award. Foul tip, and that got a piece of Weber.
The sinker outside came back. Bounced up and got Weber a little bit on that one.
Hedges has hit safely in all 3 regional games for USC, including 2 hits each of the last 2 games. Bouncy ball towards the middle. That's a flip for 1 and on to first. The stretch there by James Craig, who's getting the start at first base, and Lua Peterson. And a 4-6-3 twin killing.
Give up the leadoff single, fall behind the next hitter, and then come back and get a double play. That'll make you breathe a little easier. Routine 4-6-3. You thought for a second that sinker might just take it for himself. Flipped it to Arquette. Strong throw to first.
So Kramer able to get his first 2 defensive outs of the game thanks to a double play. Bases are empty for Adrian Lopez, who bumps up to the 3 spot. With the shuffle in the absence of Braden Dowd. For 4 yesterday with a couple of strikeouts against Oregon State. They had a 3-hit game against TCU and 3 RBIs in their first game here on Friday. Kramer's only other start came in his last appearance. It was on May 13th against Portland here on this field. In 4 innings, allowed 1 run. I think Oregon State would be thrilled if they could get 4 really good innings out of Kramer here in this game.
More than thrilled. Yeah, whatever your start, especially just the 1 start on the season, and let him go as long as he can, and they know him, they can read him. You know, if he starts to get tired or starts to elevate a little bit, sinker stops sinking.
And Kramer gets a strikeout. He faces the minimum 3 hitters. He works around that game leadoff hit by Covarrubias, inducing a double play. Already a lot to cheer about for the Goss Stadium crowd in Corvallis. Well, the number 8 national seed, Oregon State, comes up bottom of the first inning in this decisive game from the Corvallis Regional. They have been on an offensive tear as we check out Beavers lineup for head coach Mitch Canham. And Cannon Reader, it's not only what he does offensively, but what he brings with that glove and how he covers center field.
Exactly. Just 3 hits in the regional. Been on base 7 times though, and scored 4 runs. But his defense in this regional has been outstanding. Made a couple diving catches, made a good relay play in the first inning of the game yesterday to get the runner at home. To shift the momentum of that play.
Yeah, the Beavers facing hard-throwing lefty Caden Hunter.
Caden Hunter, 6'2", 205, California native. Fastball slider, excellent changeup. Sits around 91, 92, up to 96. We've seen that here. I find it interesting that his favorite movie is $1 Million Arm, because he's going to need that $1 Million Arm today if they want to advance.
Well, the MLB draft starts on July 13th, and his arm may find itself prominent in that draft. Well, we're not sure what the holdup is here. The umpires had converged. They were kind of pointing towards some areas in the stands down the first base side. And now brought in the head coach of the Beavers, Mitch Canham. Always fun when umpires huddle and we have no earthly reason why they just did that. And they're going to take their positions, and we'll dig into it, but probably not important. Let's get rolling in the bottom of the first.
Baseball.
Yes. It's a baseball game to play. Easton Talt, the first hitter against Caden Hunter. Hunter, who pitched here 2 nights ago, picked up his first save, an inning and a third. No runs or hits, 2 Ks through 21 pitches, and 20 of them were mid-90s fastball. He begins the game with a fastball at 93.
Called the ball, but I'd live with that location right there if I'm the lefty.
Ball's driven towards deep right center field. Well hit at the warning track, off the fence. He's out of reach of Basir. Throws coming towards second base. And Talt standing there with his 12th double of the season. He missed a home run by about 10 feet.
He hit well. We've seen a lot carry to right field and right center here at Goss. He leaned on it a little bit. He's watching it. Just off the warning track, base of the wall out there. Fortunately for USC, it bounced right to him. They were able to get in and hold him to a double. 12th double of the season.
Leads off the OSU first inning. So here's Aiva Arquette. A little matchup here between 2 guys. Most likely going to go. Well, Aiva may go on the first handful of picks in the first round. MLB draft next month.
We're talking about Caden Hunter. We saw some 96s, 97s. That was in that 1 1/3 in relief. As a starter, he's going to sit 91, 92. Occasionally might hump up on one and throw it a little harder.
The ball's 2 strikes on Arquette. Out of the dirt and blocked by Tejeda. Well, mystery solved while we had the little delay before this inning began. The pitch clock there in right field not functioning. It's off. So That was the reason for the conversation and the brief delay. Arquette sends it foul out of play on the right field side. Arquette from Hawaii, played a couple seasons at Washington. Golden Spikes Award semifinalist. Towards third, that's speared by Hedges, looks the runner back to second. Gets Arquette at first. This Oregon State offense yesterday, just about everything they tried worked.
It did.
And worked in spades.
They hit the ball in the park. They sacrificed. They moved runners. Really good base running yesterday. Besides all those big numbers, Oregon State just wearing the ball out.
Oregon State, the reason they had to come through the losers bracket, they lost their opening game on Friday to St. Mary's. He went around. That's Gavin Turley. Really another junior eligible, draft eligible player. He's had a fine regional. He's hit a couple homers, driven in 5 yesterday. Became the career RBI leader at Oregon State, passing Michael Conforto. And he hits it right side. Diving attempt by Covarrubias, but it's into the outfield. And here comes Talt for the plate. That throw cut off. And they had Covarrubias cheating up the middle. Big hole on the right side, and that ball wasn't hit hard by Turley, but he got enough of it to get it into the outfield and drive in a run.
Understanding the game, not trying to do too much. He knows that. What's the swing? Just trying to take it the other way. With Covarrubias up the middle, didn't take too much. Easton Talt not slowing down. It was a strong throw by Vasir, but not going to get Talt.
He's now reached base in 53 straight games with either a hit or a walk. And adds to his career RBI record. Oh, Wilson Weber. Chopped to first. Throw is going to go to shortstop. Grudzelanek able to finally collect it, but they're fortunate there as Adrian Lopez's throw is short out Grudzelanek, and that prevented any chance of getting an inning-ending double play, but they do get the out at second.
USC very fortunate right here. Adrian Lopez looks like he got to come a little inside sidearm, but didn't want to hit Turley. But great play on the other end with a scoop and bobbled it, but collected right there just enough to get Turley.
Not being able to turn that double play allows Trent Caraway to bat here in the first inning. And he has been about as locked in as anybody in that lineup for Oregon State.
I think we could safely say he's the hottest hitter in the world right now.
He's homered in each game of this regional, and that backs up what you were saying.
9 RBIs, scored 8.
He hit a solo home run in each of the first 3 games, so he finally hit a multi-home run yesterday at a 3-run homer against USC.
I imagine a lot of the Oregon State players were in the cold tub last night. It was a long day.
Yes.
And a lot of running the bases.
All in 2 strikes, Oregon State. To lose at the first game of the regional, trying to come out of the losers bracket and win 4 straight. Adam leading. Weber picked up his 2nd stolen base of the season yesterday, so I guess he's kind of feeling his oats out there.
With the lefty, I think he could see the little jump right there. I don't know where it was going here, but almost got picked off.
15 pitches now from Caden Hunter here in the bottom of the first for USC. Have to throw to first to complete the strikeout, and they do so to retire the side, but not before the Beavers pick up a run on Turley's RBI base hit. Beavers tough to beat at home when scoring first. They're up 1-0 after one. The NCAA Baseball Regionals are presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? And in part by McDonald's. Another fine day in Corvallis. Lots of sun. Really, the story weather-wise has been the wind and the breeze during the games, and the wind will change direction frequently. Kind of blowing towards right field now. But the packed house here at Goss Stadium soaking up the rays on this Monday afternoon. First pitch strike to Basir. And it's not uncommon to look at the different flags around the ballpark, including the two there on top of the scoreboard, and they might be blowing in different directions. You just never know.
We've had some calm, some moving. They're all going in the same direction.
Well, the early game we had here yesterday, the wind was really blowing in from left field. Kept a couple of balls in the park that probably would have gone out otherwise. Kramer's fastball at 95. He's feeling it.
You can get it up there in the mid-90s, as you saw right there, but he likes to rely on that one down with a little sink.
Sear leading off. He actually had a 3-hit game against Oregon State last night. One of those hits was a triple. That's 6 hits through the 3 games of the regional for USC. A little piece of it.
When your sinker's on, you'll see a lot of that right there. Really tries to get under the bat, and you just foul him off either on deck circle or off your foot, or foul down the third baseline.
James to Kramer, ready with another 1-2 pitch. Elevated it there, and Sear was fortunate to get a little piece of that pitch up in his eyes. Winner of this game heads to the Supers. If the winner is Oregon State, they will host Florida State here. If it's USC that wins this game, they will be heading to Tallahassee for the Super Regional. I'm sure the Noles and their fans are watching with intrigue at this game. That's the tag made by Weber, a strikeout. Begins the second, and already a couple of Ks for Kramer.
It's still 8 pitches in that at bat. Making Kramer work right there was Basir. Couldn't catch up with that slider. And Wilson Weber behind there just stopping everything.
Left-handed hitting Andrew Lamb steps in against Kramer. Oregon State able to produce a run in the bottom of the first. Talt doubled, scored on a Turley base hit. Once again, USC playing from behind against the Beavers here today. Inside to Lamb, 2-0. Average a little over 300 for Lamb on the season. Busy Monday around the nation, college baseball. A number of decisive games. One of them has just come to a conclusion. Ball 3. North Carolina advances. They will host Arizona next week. So UNC beat Oklahoma 14-4. You know, North Carolina, I mean, there's a number of teams you can say they've got a legitimate shot to win the national title. You got to include the Tar Heels in that conversation.
Sooners are a good team. Just beat them by 10.
Yes. Taken all the way. It's strike 3-1. Several more tickets to punch this Monday. 3-1 pitch. Lamb sends one in the air to left center field. Cannon Reeder still going to the warning track and makes the catch. Ball just kept going and going.
Yeah, we've seen a lot that go in the air in that direction that just kind of stopped. What little breeze there is was just kept pushing it a little bit.
Sent Reeder all the way to the warning track right by the fence. We have seen Reeder that if the ball's in the air for any amount of time, he's usually going to get there. He gets around that outfield in a hurry.
Yeah, understands the outfield. You've seen not a lot of outfielders you'll see get back there and run into the wall or something. He timed it perfect, just right along the side of the wall.
First pitch strike to Bryce Martin Grudzelanek. Reeder's made a number of great plays out in center field. Diving catches, running catches all over the last 4 days. Grudzelanek in the hole, 0-2. Grudzelanek, who went to Torrey Pines High School in San Diego. Of course, that Mark had a decade and a half big league career. By the way, Mom Danielle played softball at UCLA. Fine athlete herself. 1-2 pitch. Well, the Kramer has fanned 3 of the last 4 USC hitters. 1-0 Beavers as they come up to the bottom of the second. So we include our own regional here in Corvallis. 5 tickets still to punch for the Super Regionals. Still got Tennessee, Wake Forest, Southern Miss, Miami, Ole Miss, Murray State. But the one that I think that would be the most shocking is if Little Rock, the Little Rock Trojans, somehow win that in Baton Rouge.
That's the thing about this game. I mean, you never know.
Yes.
I mean, they've made it this far, right?
I mean, they're
winning the Baton Rouge and beat LSU.
Their overall record's nowhere close to break even. It's way below water, but they've been a big story this weekend. They're 27-33 right now overall in the year, but 1 win away from going to Super. Bouncy ball towards Grudzelanek, and the throw to first low, but out. So they get Singer. So we may as well get to the scoreboard. Well, Murray State's been a story as well. They're taking on number 10 Ole Miss. And Wake right now in Tennessee. Wake 2-0 lead. So much going on this Monday. A lot to keep track of. Squeeze Play does an outstanding job of that. Strike 1 to Cannon Reeder.
Williams and Burke, you know, back there watching them all. Got the big screens going.
Off-speed pitch misses down. Well, Caden Hunter getting the call today. And the winner go home game. Hunter has pitched 7 innings twice this year. Got a win at Nebraska March 21st, 7 innings, a no decision at Penn State when he went 7. He's gone over 100 pitches 4 times. Most recently, though, was April 11th at Penn State. And a ground ball to Grudzelanek. So Bryce's throw gets him by a step. 2 down in the Oregon State second.
First inning over. You can kind of not relax, but kind of get into the flow of the game now. Caden Hunter settling down this inning, getting the first 2 on easy ground balls.
And when we get to the next inning, we'll have our opportunity to chat with Mitch Canham, the head coach of the Oregon State Beavers. See us. DH assignment once again today. We're at 100 at bats on the season for the Parker, Colorado native. This being 5th game of the regional for Oregon State. He has played in all 5. A tip into the glove of Tejeda.
Fastball in, tried to get extended on it. All these Oregon State hitters get up there and take some hacks.
25 pitches from Hunter. And a slow ground ball to Covarrubias. 26 pitches. Hunter has gotten through the first 2 innings. And he sets the Beavers down in order in the second. When we come back, hit the 3rd inning, we'll chat with Mitch Canham of the Beavers. To the top of the 3rd. This winner go home game taking on USC. Let's visit with the Beavers head coach Mitch Canham. So many decisions to make as you head into a decisive game like this. Kind of let us in on the view behind the curtain of how you landed on to Kramer and he'd be the right guy to start this game for you today.
Well, James has continued to get better and better as the year has gone on. Work ethic, you know, strike percentage. Really good off-speed stuff, both slider and changeup, and his fastball, like, velocities continue to grow as well. Guy who is like built up, ready to go the distance, you know, for us as long as we need him to go. And so you can see it in his eyes, man. He wanted the ball, as all of our guys do. He's well rested. He's ready to go out and pummel, and he's even after the hit in the to lead off the game, gets a ground ball, double play ball, and right back at it.
Coach, very important, especially in decisive games like this. You jump out to that 1-0 lead. Easton Talt's got you guys going in the first.
Yeah, that's outstanding swing. Pitch selection by Talt, driving it out in the gap. You know, and it's fun to watch him run too. He can really scoot, man. Makes us all a little jealous. Wish we had those legs, right? But no doubt, getting out ahead. I mean, yesterday was a long day at the yard, but you love it because you get to play baseball all day with, you know, your brothers, and you get a chance to come back out here and do it again and get on top. You know, a lot of innings left, a lot of work to do. So we just got to keep our energy level up and our focus locked in.
You know, Greg and I have had this opportunity to watch Easton Talt kind of from afar here, and he seems like a really interesting personality. He always seems kind of jovial. The way he plays right field is interesting to watch. What are kind of the intricacies of the personality of Easton Talt out there?
Yeah, you can see it all, can't you? Like, you're not missing it. He's so fun to be around, and knowing him since he was in high school when we started recruiting him, just the personality, the care he has for other people. I mean, he's a sweetie, right? He's a sweetie, and just like even when he's running the bases, it's great to see as he's getting older that a baby. His personality come out, and you know, you can't not smile being around him or talking about him, and just also he's willing to get after it and put in the work and put on that serious face from time to time, but not all the time because he is a goofball.
He seems to have a rapport with the fans out there and right as well.
Yeah, he sure does love going out there.
Kramer is now fan for the last 5 Trojan hitters as Maximo Martinez, the center fielder, is up. Speaking of outfielders, we have been absolutely fascinated to watch your center fielder, Cannon Reeder, who seems to know every inch of that outfield out there, how he needs to get there. Even that ball hit a little earlier that kept carrying to left field, the way he ranged right along that wall.
Well, come out and watch him during batting practice anytime, and he'll run out there in center field and sprint after every stinking ball. He's kind of like a blue healer, right? Him and Macias, those guys, when they're running around the outfield, they're going to go after everything, put their body on the line. I mean, yesterday he's putting his belly on the turf too and hopping up right away. How about that relay throw yesterday as well? He gets it off the wall real quick. You see,
little fumble, and the throw coming in will be cut off, and now to second base goes Martinez.
You know, but Reeder picks one off the wall in right center, gets it into Arquette. Arquette throws an absolute laser beam home to Webby. Just a tremendous relay throw, but the intent of going after the ball and getting it into the next guy is at a high level. And again, just watch batting practice, man. Those guys go after it with some serious intent.
Hey, one last thing before we let you go and get back to it. Any message for the team today, or was it just, hey, go out there, have fun, and play loose?
No, we went over our scouting report as we always do against our opponent, what the lineup looks like, who they're starting, and it's just, you know, making sure we're looking at each other's eyes, ready to go out there and compete. Oh boy, flick it. You know, you could see it. Sometimes you think you need to interject, and there are others when you can just look at them and tell that they're ready to go about their business, and you don't need to, you know, sit there and harp on it too much. But it's getting our touches in when guys are moving around the batting practice turtle, making sure that we're getting our high fives in and letting each other know that we're there for them. And I can see it. They got the war paint on and they're ready to roll. Guys are hooting and hollering in here. So the energy's there, which is what we want. And now we need to go out and execute.
So happy to be here. Appreciate the time. Thanks so much.
Thank you, guys. Go Beef.
Martinez got credit for a single error on Turley that allowed him to go to second. So you got the tying run, the third with 2 outs. Top of the order back up here for USC. And Covarrubias up. He singled off to Kramer his first time up. It's hit well to right field, but there is Taltz. Goes back a few steps and makes the catch. Hit well by Covarrubias, but the Trojans strand the runner at third. When we come back, we'll hear from the other side. An opportunity to visit with Trojans head coach Andy Stankiewicz. Winner take all. Winner heads to the Supers. 1-0 Oregon State. Let's visit with the Trojans head coach Andy Stankiewicz. And let me just start. What was the reaction after last night? How do you just kind of get set up and get rolling in the most important game of the season now today?
Yeah, well, you gotta let it go. Obviously, we're hoping to compete a little bit better last night. We did not, and so fortunately we put ourselves in a situation where we were 2-0 and we come back here today. So you just got to move on. It's baseball. You just got to show up the next day. Great teams, great championship teams, great competitors. Just move on, and you learn from all those things, but you also got to move on. So that's why we're here today.
Coach, your lefty gave up the one in the first, but seems to be starting to get into the flow of the game, getting comfortable out there now.
Yeah. We believe this was our Friday night guy to start the year. He was got a little sideways in the middle, which happens. It's baseball, as you know, guys. And so, but he's come on well. He's pitched well lately, and so we felt like this was going to be a good matchup against this team. And so, he looks like he's finding a little bit of a groove.
Appreciate the insight. We know it's a big game. We'll let you get back to it. Thanks so much.
All right, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You bet. Andy Stankiewicz, season number 3. First time in 10 years for the Trojans to make the NCAA tournament. Now trying to go to the Supers for the first time in 20. Jacob Craig was the late entrance into the lineup at first base. And Ty Peterson was a late scratch. Undisclosed injury took Peterson out of the lineup, and he'd been hitting as well as anybody.
Sometimes players like Jacob Craig who get that late call, sometimes it works out. They become that person in the game that does something big.
Yeah, maybe sometimes it's good. You don't have to think about starting when you think you're not. Then all of a sudden, 30 minutes before first pitch, it's like, hey, by the way, you're now in the lineup at first base. Go get him.
You don't have time to think or overthink.
Yes. Craig has played in all 4 previous regional games here in Corvallis. Sees him wide again, and he is on. First walk allowed by Hunter in the top of the order coming up. Great to have you with us as at Goss Stadium in Corvallis. Mark Neely along with 2001 World Series champion Greg Swindell. And you see what's on the line. First super in 20 years for USC. Beavers looking for their third in the last 4. Here is Easton Taltz, who doubled and scored the game's lone run in the first. We have seen the bunt from a hit standpoint and a sacrifice standpoint managed beautifully by the Beavers in this region.
Just about every time they have put the ball on the ground, bunting, it's worked in their favor.
There's a strike from Hunter. Already 2 pitches now with a hard throwing lefty. Taltz squares early. Pulls back, swings away, and misses at a breaking ball.
He's not a guy that's going to square around. He's going to either do leg drag it or pull it with him. And when he squared around, you kind of think to yourself, I think he might pull this back and try to hit it, especially with Ethan Hedges coming way in at third. A little different story with 2 strikes.
Hedges now backs up off the cut of that artificial grass. Each side with 2 hits. Oregon State has the game's lone run. Two pitch. Gets a strikeout at Taltz. His second K of the game for Caden Hunter.
Moving the runner over here. Excellent location with the fastball. Won't do too much with that location.
We'll bring up the shortstop for the Beavers, Aiva Arquette. Aiva had a couple of 3-hit games yesterday. 3 for 5 against St. Mary's, 3 for 6 against USC. Knocked in 3 runs combined between those 2 games yesterday. Ball gets away, and that's going to allow Craig to advance now to second.
See Tejada down on one knee, just kind of reaches for it right there. Doesn't put the glove out far enough. Right off the glove. And good read by Craig once it got on the green turf.
Beavers do get the runner to second base. That ball is blasted to deep left center field by Arquette. And he has given the Beavers a 3-0 lead. '18th of the year for Aiva.
He's had his hits this weekend, but has not hit the long ball. That one right there hit really well by Arquette. Another home run for the Beavers, and that's a 3-0 lead. They just continue to swing the bat.
Turley's up, but the base is empty, and now a 3-run lead here in the third for Oregon State. '11th home run that Caden Hunter has surrendered this year. Sean Allen, pitching coach, coming out.
Big, powerful swing from Arquette. One of the few times that Hunter's not located it. Wanted it in, but it was up and in, and Arquette able to get the barrel on it. And it just left the foul pole, flag pole, way back there.
Yeah, he'd flirted with a time or two of getting one out to left field, but that's the first one he's hit out in this Corvallis Regional. But it is his team leading 18th. He and Turley each had 17 homers on the season coming in. In fact, if you look at Turley's numbers and Arquette's numbers, they're very strikingly similar in most categories. Here is Gavin Turley, whose base hit in the first inning drove in the first OSU run. It all began with a leadoff walk to Jacob Craig. 2 batters later, Aiva Arquette with that home run to left center field. 3 balls and a strike.
Couldn't say he's rattled out there, but just lost his command for a second here. Dangerous pitch right here to Turley.
Dangerous pitch indeed, and he hits it over the bleachers in left center field. And as soon as Arquette hits his 18th for the team lead, Turley hits his 18th to once again tie Arquette for the team lead, and it's 4-0.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That ball, wow! Again, another mammoth shot for the Beavers. That one, as you said, over the bleachers in left center.
Well, if you were wondering, after scoring 34 runs in 2 games yesterday, if Oregon State's offense was going to cool off, well, I guess here now in the 3rd inning, at least for now, the answer is no, they have not cooled off.
For all we know, they might just be getting warmed up.
Yes. 4 runs, 4 hits. After the back-to-back homers from Arquette and Turley. A big 2 in their batting order. The 2 count on Weber. You see the Beavers, their home runs in the Corvallis Regional have been mostly picking on the lefties. A couple more off the lefties. This do-or-die game, USC. Madsen up. And the second out of the inning comes on a strikeout. There's home run number 2 in this 3rd for Oregon State.
Arquette had just left the yard and said it was a dangerous pitch, and that was true. That ball went a long way off the bat of Turley. Another, I mean, just straight up and way out.
Fairway takes a big hack at the first pitch. '96 home runs now on the season as a team for Oregon State. Caraway, as you see, Arquette, but he got it rolling here with the 2-run blast. Turley's solo shot. Follow that, and Caraway is the guy who's homered in every game so far, with the exception of this one. Oregon State is at 13 homers as a team in this region. Fools Caraway there, and it's 2-2. Caraway has seen his home run total go from 6 at the beginning of this regional to 10. It's a ground ball to third. Ethan Hedges has time, throws low, but picked out by Adrian Lopez to retire the side. But Beavers score 3 on back-to-back home runs from Arquette and Turley.
The big star is Arquette with that one, and Turley would follow him up with that mammoth shot. 4-0 Beavers.
Aiva Arquette, 2-run home run, 18th of the year, up to 65 RBIs, but his first home run in the last 10 games. And his run and made Gavin Turley also hits his 18th just a few pitches later. So that's career leader in homers and RBIs in Oregon State baseball history for Gavin Turley. Ethan Hedges leading off on the top of the 4th. 2, 3, and 4 hitters for USC, and you get the feeling here USC's got to start showing some life offensively, Zeke. Get themselves back in this game.
Starts with base runners. A couple singles have left the runner on third in the game. Yeah, you got to figure out a way to get James DeCramer and get on base.
Kramer's been outstanding through the first 3 innings. Struck out 4. With help of a double play in the first inning to get him off and rolling. USC stranded Martinez at third base last inning.
A big number. It's just the 45th pitch of the game.
Well, 4-pitch walk to Hedges. Leadoff batter is on for the second time for USC.
First baseman, number 5, Adrian Lopez.
Line for.
You take that.
Yeah, that's. Oregon State, you're happy with what you have seen Kramer to this point. Here's Adrian Lopez, first baseman for USC. Saw the first pitch, but fouls it away.
Hit the light pole and came back and play.
So Talt's got to go chase it in right field.
Tried to throw it in the bleachers. Didn't make it far enough.
Lopez, a strikeout victim his first time up. This one twisting right side. Craig giving it a look, and he's going to watch it drop right in the aisleway just to top the first section. Well, St. Mary's beat Oregon State here Friday night 6-4. Since then, the Beavers have outscored their last 4 opponents 45-6.
I didn't like that opening round loss too much.
Definitely rattled the cage a bit, didn't it?
Yeah, woke them up.
Now Kramer fades Lopez for his second time, 1 out. Well, it's been a pretty common theme around the nation. You lose the first game and Have to win 4 in a row, but it's pretty hard. The degree of difficulty is up there. Only 7% of regional winners lost the opening game. But if you're a 1 seed and lose the opener, chances are a bit better. Still only 25%.
But it's done. I mean, 25%, that's still not a big number. Looking to increase that is Oregon State.
So since losing to St. Mary on Friday night, this is your 4th elimination game in a row for Oregon State.
Tells you a lot about the mentality, understanding your game, and not that they were ever going to give up, but just continue to go out there and play the game. As we said in the opening, it's a different day. Baseball doesn't care what happened. They got beat, and they've won 3 in a row, or their season's over, and now up 4-0 in this game.
So 4 straight elimination game for Oregon State, but this is the first game that's an elimination game for USC, but it's the only one you get if you're USC. USC beat TCU 13-1 on Friday. Beat St. Mary's College 6-4 on Saturday, and then 14-1 loss yesterday, which, by the way, was the largest postseason loss in school history. Previous was when they lost to Fresno State 14-3 in 1988 in the postseason. Lost 14-1 last night. Sear waits on a 1-2 pitch. Bouncy ball towards third, goes foul. Now USC, today is their 247th postseason game in school history. But last night was their largest deficit postseason loss in school history. 13 runs. But they can make all that a moot point if they can rally and win today and make their first Super in 20 years.
That's the only important thing for the Trojans right now.
Two-two pitch. Regardless really what happens here today for the Trojans, this is a step for Andy Stankiewicz and USC, the program that's won the most national titles in college baseball history, winning 12. Trying to get some of that swagger back.
Right now, I got a 3-2 count, just 1 out. Let's see if they send Hedges here. Try to start creating some offense.
He's got pretty good wheels. Wouldn't be a surprise. He does not go, and it's a foul ball on a play. Does being down 4-0 change that decision on whether you're going to start the runner here or not and risk that? Strike him out, throw him out. As you look back in Trojan history, 12 national titles. Last one coming in 1998 as College World Series appearance in 01. Throw to second out, relay by Aiva is in time, and they turn their second 4-6-3 double play. That one at a higher degree of difficulty, and that takes care of the Trojans in the 4th.
Singer a few steps to the left and a nice feed. Ball on the other end has scooped out by Craig to end the inning.
Well, our game track, the winner goes to the Super Regional, and Oregon State has a 4-0 lead. Hunter threw 3, allowed the 4 runs, 4 hits. Kramer's been excellent, 4 scoreless, only 2 hits. He's got a couple of double plays behind him. And 4-0 Beavers as they bat in the bottom of the 4th inning. Trojans have only stranded one base runner through 4 innings after having double-digit runners left on base in last night's loss to Oregon State.
A couple double plays takes care of that.
A.J. Singer leading off for OSU. 0 for 1 with a ground out to short. That's outside at a 4-pitch walk to Singer, and the leadoff batter reaches the 3rd time in 4 innings.
Back-to-back innings, leadoff walks.
On the NCAA Super Regional, coverage continues this weekend across ESPN, ESPN2, ESPNU, and ESPN Plus. For more information, visit NCAA.com, the home for all 90 NCAA championships. And the leadoff walk to Craig in the 3rd wound up leading to a 3-run inning for Oregon State. Strike 1 to Cannon Reeder. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to the shortstop, Grudzielanek. Winner moves to the Supers and faces Florida State. And we're going to check on the runner. Beavers scored a run in the 1st, 3 in the 3rd, now batting in the 4th. The 3rd inning has been very prosperous all season long, really. Mitch Canham's team, they've outscored their opponents 92-20 in the 3rd inning this season, and 12-0 in this Corvallis Regional. What that tells me is that they kind of established the trend offensively early in the game.
That's it. You've seen the pitcher already. The lineup's already gone through once. You come up in the 3rd inning for the most part, not all time. For the most part, you've already seen the pitcher and you know what to wait for. Kind of got an idea of the rhythm that the pitcher's in, and that's, I mean, 12-0 in this regional. The other number was 92-20.
Something crazy like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess what that tells you is that Oregon State has become really good at making adjustments after the first time through the order.
Well, they're obviously a really good hitting team. They have been.
That helps a lot.
Been really good this weekend.
Reeder takes upstairs. A 92-mile-per-hour fastball. When we saw Hunter pitching a couple of nights ago when he was closing out the game, you could tell he was kind of airing it out because he was doing 95, 96. Here he may be obviously wanting to pitch more innings, help out his team. That fastball's been more like 92, 93 today. And now he bounced it and actually hit Reeder in the foot or the leg, and that will be a hit by pitch and puts the first 2 on. Well as Oregon State is hitting, you really don't need to give them the free passes because they're doing enough with the bat themselves.
And there's not even a free pass on that list right there. So 20 hits, 14 hits, 4 hits, a lot of home runs, a lot of runs scored. You give them multiple base runners, they're not earning their way on it, just everything's multiplies. And a lot of those free passes are on that. The runs scored.
Caden Hunter will be finished after 3 innings plus 2 batters into the 4th as head coach Andy Stankiewicz has come out. And the Trojans obviously season on the line for both these teams, and they're down 4-0. They're going to make a pitching change and take lefty Sax Matson out of the bullpen. So Matson comes on, and We'll take a quick timeout. June 13th, party begins in Omaha. Caden Hunter, 3 innings plus a couple batters into the 4th, still responsible for Singer and Reeder on base.
He's lost some control in that inning. It seemed like since the home runs, his control kind of went away from him. But Sax Matson will be making his 29th appearance. It's 26 2/3 in those appearances, but like the strikeout and the walks there for Matson. Big chance right here, though, for Oregon State to tack on, which they've been doing for the last few games.
And 2-on, nobody out here for the DH Dallas Macias. He's already squared. A little lefty-lefty matchup, and bunts it foul.
It's just way in, coming in. Right now you're putting on that bunt play where you might want to try to get the lead runner, keep him out off of third base. A lot of ways to score from third and second. Right here, it's Dallas Macias trying to put one down.
He has 2 sack bunts this year. Pulls back, swings away, and misses, and he's down with a whole 0-2.
When you pull the bat back and swing like that, most of the times you want the infield moving. Third baseman's out of position, shortstop's out of position. No one was out of position right there. Could hit into a double play.
And he takes strike 3. To go back to your prior point, so if the infield's not playing you to bunt, then you, I mean, at least on up the middle.
When you square around, normally you'll see them start to creep, and as the pitch goes, they'll move, and that's your cue to pull the bat back and swing away. But nobody was moving, and Macias still tried.
Matson strikes out Macias for the first out of the inning. First baseman Jacob Craig up for the second time. Four runs, 4 hits with 1 error for Oregon State. 2-0 is the line score for USC. Craig, a late entrant into the lineup when Ty Peterson was scratched due to an undisclosed injury. Walked leading off the 3rd and would score on Aiva Arquette's 2-run home run.
41 hits on the season, 12 have left the park.
Yeah, no question, Craig's got pop. Launches a breaking ball, and it's 2-0.
Again, USC pitching, putting themselves in vulnerable counts. Now 2-0 with a couple on. Another dangerous pitch coming up. You got to locate the ball.
The last time you said a dangerous pitch was coming, Turley hit it out. That time it really wasn't a hittable pitch for Craig. He took it down low, and it's 3-0.
We've seen the green light a couple times this weekend too. Hasn't worked out, but we've seen it.
He got it there, and he lines one into left field for a base hit. It's going to be played in by Lamb, and they'll hold up the lead runner Singer at third. The base hit for Craig loads the bases with 1 out.
Pitch was elevated to Craig. Big man went up and got it. Hit so hard as a runner, you gotta wait to see if it's going to be caught. With 1 out, holding the runner with top of the order coming up here with Easton Talt.
Talt has doubled, scored, struck out 1 for 2. Infield shortens up for USC. Breaking ball strike to the left-handed hitting Easton Talt.
Talt speed and tough lefty on the mound. You can hit a ground ball right here. It's tough to double up and get the run in.
Oregon State trying to add to a 4-0 lead in the bottom of the 4th. Six hits in this regional for Talt. Now is behind in the count 1-2. Play him to go the other way in left and center field. A lot of room down the line and right. Right fielder Basir's also swung over in the alley. He was trying to pull it that way.
If you're playing the opposite way, you don't want to pitch into away from the shift. And that's what that was, a hanging breaking ball. Imagine that was supposed to be outside.
Check out the outfield there. A lot of room from center over to the right field foul line. With
anything down the right field line is going to be an easy triple and clear the bases.
It works back away, but misses, and it's 2-2. 4-0 already here in the bottom of the 4th, and for USC after a 14-1 loss here last night, in the danger zone once again here today in this decisive game. It's going to be deep enough to at least get a run home. Caught by Martinez. The throw is going to go to third base. And Singer cruises home from third. A sac fly for Talt. His 35th RBI. It's 5-0 Beavers.
Getting the job done right there. Games, decisive games, elimination games, regional finals. Got to get all the runs you can, and good at bat from Talt to get that runner in from third in less than 2 outs.
You got the power bat, a right-handed hitter, Arquette, coming up, so that's going to bring Andy Stankiewicz out of the dugout. Assuming he's going to need a right-hander here to face Arquette, and Turley after that if need be. So Madsen comes on, faces 3 hitters, retires 2. And how about this? Season on the line. USC needing to stop this rally right here, and they're going to grab starting pitcher Caden Aoki, who was dominant here on Friday, to now come in and pitch in relief. Well, Oregon State scored early in the first inning. Gavin Turley, base hit to right field, scored Talt to a double to lead off the first. And an early 1-0 lead for the Beavers. Then Arquette and Turley went back-to-back. 2-run homer for Aiva Arquette. Turley would follow that up.
Bats have come alive the last 3 games in this regional for Oregon State, especially the long ball by those two. It's good to see Arquette getting back on the board with the home run.
USC's got to stop the bleeding right here. This is a winner go home game. Winner goes to the Supers to face Florida State. And Caden Aoki's going to make his first relief appearance of the season.
A kid that has a slow heart rate, not much gets to him. You can tell by his demeanor on the mound. The numbers are really good. He's already pitched 1 outstanding game in this region. 95 2/3, 14 walks. Relies a lot on control around the zone. 114 Friday afternoon against TCU. Did not walk a batter in those 8 innings.
Well, we spoke with him on air from the USC dugout a couple nights ago, and our closing question was, if it gets to a decisive game on Monday, can you go? And he said, body feels good. I think it's a possibility, and here it is. He faces Arquette. 2 on, 2 outs. First pitch strike. USC has made the move to Aoki. If you're a Trojan fan, the downside is that move has been made with your team down 5-0 in the middle stages of the game. He's trying to stem the tide. He's quickly ahead of Arquette, 0-2.
Let's see, that 5-0 can be not be overcome, but you want to keep it right there, and that's why you turn to your ace. He's a senior. Get him out there and let him lead you.
Yeah, if Arquette and/or Turley turn it into, say, 8-0, that may be terminal.
It'll take a little air out of the sail.
Overcome a deficit as large as 9 and 18 total comeback wins on the season for the Trojans. Their first season in the Big Ten. It's the fastball. It's right at about 90. And for Aoki, as you mentioned, that curveball and changeup, big pitches for him. Really waiting on deck. Got him lunging. Goes to his breaking ball, and the strikeout ends the inning, and Aoki does his job to start things. I'm sure we'll see more of him. We finished 4, 5-0 Beavers. Oh, busy Monday. The Super Regional matchups still to be determined. Tennessee's now taking the lead on Wake Forest. Matches up with the Razorbacks. Still got Southern Miss and Miami going. Ole Miss, Murray State, and of course right here in Corvallis, Beavers and Trojans in the decisive game. 5-0 OSU. USC comes up in the top of the 5th inning. James DeCramer, 4 scoreless. This is Andrew Lamb to begin the 5th. Lamb, Gredzelanek, and Lopez scheduled for USC. We have 2 hits so far today, both singles. One from Covarrubias in the 1st, one from Martinez in the 3rd. That's a chop up the first base line and kicks foul. Aoki's entered the game now pitching for USC, just his 3rd career relief appearance. First of this season. The other 2 came back in 2023.
DeCramer now into the 5th inning. Talked about his longest outing and only start of the season against Portland back on the 13th of May. Went 4 innings. So next out will be a season high for him.
The next pitch will be his 60th of this outing.
And that's already a season high. Previous was Gonzaga, and he threw 60.
Each number 60's fouled out of play. If you're USC, though, is facing DeCramer, put up really good numbers to this point. If he can produce some offense and at least get on the board, you would think the psyche in that first base dugout for the Trojans would get better. You're thinking, hey, we got Aoki now in the game pitching. We got to run. Maybe we can build some momentum here. Kramer has not allowed that to this point.
Not many base runners for the Trojans today. Kramer being stingy.
Three-two coming to Andrew Lamb. There's the leadoff base runner. Second walk allowed by DeCramer. There's an update of the scoreboard. I mentioned earlier North Carolina had beaten OU, but Tennessee's now up 8-2 on Wake Forest after Wake had scored, taking early 2-0 lead. Murray stayed up on Ole Miss right now.
Tennessee figured out the long ball.
Well, we mentioned that Kramer's right up at the edge of where he has been for season high and number of pitches in an outing and innings pitched. There's activity in the bullpen with Eric Segura, who was the starting pitcher here on Friday night against St. Mary. Did not make it out of the first inning, but Storman's now going to join the conversation.
I've seen him take that slow walk a couple times this weekend and leave the pitcher in. Could just be giving him a little breather here, as you said. Career high, close to career high in innings, season high in innings, pitches.
Well, the NBA Finals start Thursday night, 8:30 Eastern on ABC, with Tyrese Halliburton and the Pacers taking on SGA and the Thunder. Our Game 1 coverage tips with NBA Countdown at 8 Eastern. All right, Kramer stays in. He will face Bryce Martin Grudzielanek. There was a strikeout victim to Kramer back in the second. Nice pitch, strike, and a breaking ball from DeKramer. USC had a hard time with runners in scoring position last night against OSU, and it's continued the trend. 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position, with runners on base, make that so far today. It's 0-2. Fastball is upstairs. Still clocking it up there at 93.
It started to run back a little bit, just off the plate, a little up.
Bouncing ball towards short. Looking to turn their third of the game, and they do. 6-4-3. For some reason, the team started running off the field like that was 3 outs, and DeKramer had to say, guys, that's just 2. That's only 2 outs.
Now they're ready to get back in there and hit. First 2 were 4-6-3s. This one 6-4-3. I think he's not fired up. Make a pitch, get the result, times 2. And then he had to tell his team that's only 2.
Yeah, I mean, the entire infield was running off. They all thought it was 3 outs. It's not like it was 1 or 2 guys. And the pitcher had to be the one to say no, no. 3 double plays turned by Oregon State in this game. Augie Lopez with 2 outs. And every time USC has even kind of threatened here, Zeke, to get something going offensively, it's been 4-6-3 a couple times, now 6-4-3. Just squashes any kind of rally attempt.
They can't get anything going. And credit DeKramer making pitches. They've had opportunities on base, but DeKramer making the pitches and infield turning the double plays. 1 pitch from getting out of this inning here.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 70 pitches thrown by James DeCramer. Check swing. He went around and strikes out. For the redshirt freshman James DeCramer, a career high 71 pitches and a career high 5 innings pitched, all scoreless on this Monday. Back from Goss Stadium. 5-0 Oregon State. They come to bat in the bottom of the 5th inning. Mitch Canham's team, 5 hits, 2 for USC, and USC's hit into 3 double plays in the game. 3, 4, and 5 hitters coming up for the Beavers. Turley will lead off. Already has a couple of hits today. One of those solo home run is knocked in 2, but he faces Caden Aoki for the first time as Aoki came in and got the final out of the 4th.
That's what makes Aoki the pitcher that he is. I mean, every pitch looks the same, motion looks the same, release looks the same. Nothing seems to rattle him on the mound. Hasn't had much to be rattled about in his outings here.
No. Turley's home run back in the 3rd, his 18th of the year. 51st of his Oregon State career. Belts it foul down the left field side. Turley, then Weber and Caraway. 3, 4, and 5 for OSU. Caden Aoki, who's from Huntington Beach, California, in his senior year. And his career at Notre Dame, his true freshman year in 2022. And he gets the strikeout at Turley, so Aoki's come in and fanned the first 2 Beaver batters he's faced.
Staying with the soft stuff is Aoki. See right there's the changeup that we've talked about. Way out in front of that pitch was Turley.
Catcher Wilson Weber. Gresham Oregon native. Reached on a fielder's choice and struck out. And he sneaks in a fastball at 89. Low outside corner.
It just kind of lulls you with the breaking ball and the changeup, and 89, 90 is enough to sneak it by you.
Balls and a strike. 5-0 Oregon State. 1 in the 1st, 3 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. Well, that was off the starter, Caden Hunter. Picked up back. 1 was off Matson in relief. Here's a 2-2. Breeze now blowing out towards left center field. A pretty good clip. Anything hitting that direction is going to get some help.
It picks up for a little bit and then stops. Good time to hit one in the air right here.
Aoki keeps it away from the right-handed hitter and now sees it run to a full count.
The pitcher not afraid to throw a changeup in this count.
Yeah, it's intriguing. What's Aoki going to throw here on 3-2? Let's find out. Strike 3 is what he's going to throw with a fastball on the outside corner.
And a little fastball again, 89. Started it away and came back on the outer half of the plate. Hitter sees it right there, and then you see it come back right at the end.
Aoki's thrown 17 pitches. He's faced 3 hitters and struck out all 3. And he begins Trent Caraway with a curveball strike. The other part of Aoki's game is his rhythm. And unless it's foul ball, he gets the ball back and he's ready to go.
He understands what he wants to throw. I mean, sometimes you got to listen to it in your ear. It's calm. Getting on the same page with Sean Allen. Pitching coach for the Trojans, but he's that type of pitcher. I mean, nothing's going to rattle him. You see so many pitchers throwing 96, 97, and this is a joy to watch for me. Not just out there throwing, he's out there pitching. Right now, pitching to keep his team in this game, trailing 5.
They got ahead of Caraway, 0-2. Now a 2-2. That ball's belted high and deep to left. It's hooking. Will it stay fair? It will, and it's gone. How about Trent Caraway in this Corvallis Regional? He has homered in all 5 games for Oregon State. The man's a menace.
Seeing the ball really well in this region is Trent Caraway. Another moonshot. You knew that one was gone. Was it going to stay fair? And it did. It came back at the end. Plenty of distance.
It's the 9th home run Aoki's allowed this year. Caraway kind of back to form with a solo shot. He had hit solo homers in the first 3 games of this regional, then hit a 3-run homer against USC last night. Now he's back to the solo blast. We'll see who winds up being the most outstanding player of this regional, but Trent Caraway's candidacy is riding high right now.
I'll put my ballot in right now, and his name's going to be at the top.
A 6-0 lead. And Caraway 5 homers through the first 51, which, you know, hey, it's not terrible. That's not bad. But he has really turned it on here in the last 7 games.
51 games to get 5, 6 games, 7 games, or whatever to get 6.
Yes.
Seeing the ball well and hitting it a long way.
And in the most important time of the year. That's out to short. Singer grounds out. That takes care of Oregon State in the 5th. But Caraway goes deep again.
Trent Caraway, every game in this region, hitting the ball out of the park. The Beavers lead now 6-0.
Welcome back to the NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. Goss Stadium in Corvallis on this Monday in the Pacific Northwest. 6-0 Oregon State in this decisive Game 7 right now. Only 2 hits for USC. Ball's been flying out again for the Beavers as Arquette, Turley, and now most recently Caraway have all left the yard for Oregon State. Kramer's finished after 5. Only allowed 2 hits, no runs, 6 Ks. Beaver fans have to be very happy with his work. And now Eric Segura, who started game 1 here on Fridays, in relief.
Yeah, things didn't go well for Segura in that one, but Oregon State's been able to put the bats together the rest of the games and get him back out there in relief. Oregon State bullpen in this regional has thrown 16 innings. Giving up 11 hits, struck out 16, a couple saves, and a 2.25 ERA in 7 appearances. Segura now looking to tack on to those stats.
Maximo Martinez leading off. 8, 9, and 1 hitters for the Trojans. It's fouled away, and Segura ahead quickly 0-2. Maximo with a base hit back in the 3rd. He was stranded at 3rd base. That's the only base runner the Trojans have gotten that far so far today. Segura out of California, Soledad, southeast of Monterey. Did not make it out of the 1st inning Friday. A 1/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 3 earned runs. 28 pitches took the loss. It's 6-4 St. Mary win that throws the Beavers into the losers bracket. But nothing but winning since. And Segura starts this outing with a strikeout. Here's this week's Sunday night matchup. Series finale, Red Sox and the AL East leading Yankees. 7 Eastern on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Radio. And our coverage begins at 6 Eastern. Baseball tonight, Sunday night countdown from Gotham. Richard Tejeda following the first pitch off.
Segura, albeit just 1 out, looks a little more comfortable in this relief appearance.
Very much so.
A little 3/4, throwing 96.
You know, if Oregon State goes on to win this and heads to the Supers, fans may look back and say, hey, what happened on Friday night against St. Mary's? And it might have been a bit of a perfect storm here, Zeke, where they hadn't played an actual competitor in a couple of weeks. They faced El Vecchio, that lefty, throwing all kinds of stuff. Got them off balance. And Segura wasn't able to get it out of the 1st inning, and that perfect storm led to losing to St. Mary's in the Gales' first ever NCAA tournament win.
This shows you how good Del Vecchio was in that game since seeing the Oregon State hitters come alive.
And they have been a different team since Friday, and that looked like it hit him. He didn't react that way. He's been pointed towards first.
I would think if a 96-mile-an-hour fastball hit you on the hand, you might have a little more reaction. We might have take a look at this one.
Oh, that fouled it off the bat, didn't it?
It looked like it went between his hands and his neck.
Yeah, and it hit the bat.
Yeah.
It was a foul ball. Yeah, Mitch Canham has talked to plate umpire Clint Fagan.
Oregon State has challenged a hit-by-pitch call. This play's under review.
Now this shouldn't take very long as it goes to the replay center in Pittsburgh, because part of this is also listen. You'll hear the ball hit the aluminum bat. Probably just as important is the fact that the way he reacted.
If 96 hits you on the hands, it's going to hurt. And I think Tejada knows it's a foul ball right there. He's not going anywhere. He didn't even take a hand off the bat.
But you're right. The pitch kind of went between his hands and his chin and hit the bat almost about midway up the barrel.
Fortunately, Forte didn't get him in the face.
Yeah.
Or the hand at 96.
Yes, and that's, again, it shouldn't take long and should be overturning the call on the field of a hit by pitch. Bring Tejada back with the strike.
If it did, it glanced. But from what we saw, it didn't look.
But to me, that looked indisputable. I mean, that. And again, the fact there was no reaction as if you'd been hit by the pitch.
You're going to drop the bat and say, ouch.
Well,
After review, the call on the field stands. We have a hit by pitch, first base. OSU has one challenge remaining.
They missed that one.
I think so.
The video replay obviously missed that. That's not the right call.
If it did, it was just a minor.
Yeah, I don't.
Just barely. There was no reaction from the hitter, and that's what sold me.
Tejeda's, he's gone poker face on this. Good for him for that, but I don't think there was any doubt. Well, didn't hit it, but maybe this is the break that USC's been looking for. They got a one-out base runner. The top of the order up. Covarrubias takes one out of the zone from Segura. Covarrubias batting in the top spot of the batting order. Braden Dowd out. Concussion protocol after play at the plate in the first inning in last night's game against Oregon State. And he collided with Weber. No balls, no strikes. A little bit inside. We'll see. It's 3-0 though. And that's ball 4. Well, as you mentioned, Segura had shown a little rhythm here early in this relief appearance, and then the issue with the hit by pitch, not hit by pitch, and the time it took to try to sort that out, all of a sudden couldn't throw a strike.
They had no problem with Martinez striking him out. Hit by pitch and a walk since. Again, just 6-0. You gotta have the wheels going. If I was Oregon State, I might have somebody getting loose, at least going with the flow of the game.
Well, he slipped past 5 o'clock hour here on the West Coast. This is the chance right here for USC to get back in the game. The guy they wanted to play, Ethan Hedges. One swing could cut this deficit in half.
He has 2 in this regional.
There starts him with a fastball at 96 on the outside corner. Strike 1. Austin's rolled into a double play and walked 0 for 1 today. The home runs that Greg is referring to came against St. Mary's. And a couple of solo homers in that game on Saturday. They just pulled off of that pitch, the breaking ball.
Slider broke a lot out of the zone.
And Segura the advantage at 1-2. Well, what a snag by Weber to keep that from going to the backstop. I mean, that was 96. That took some reaction time. Very quick reaction time.
As a catcher not expecting the fastball to be that wide. Good job getting to it.
He's behind the 96-mile-per-hour fastball there. USC trying to find some offense here. Down 6-0. Jammed them, tied them all up, and strikes out Hedges. That's a big out for OSU here. First out of a second out of the 6th.
A pitch that if a pitching coach could figure out would be a millionaire. The backup slider. Don't know why it happens. Don't know how it happens. I've never had anyone in baseball tell me how to pitch a backup slider, but that's what it does. It's supposed to go the other way. Hitter's looking out, and for some reason it acts like a sinker.
So you're saying one of the mysteries of pitching is that very pitch right there that just backs up unintentionally.
Yes, it is. Been around the game a long time and seen a lot of backup sliders, and everybody's like, I don't know. It just backed up. Don't know how. Don't know why.
It was the perfect pitch for Segura to get out. Really tough hitter in Hedges. So it's 2 on, 2 outs for Adrian Lopez. The fan twice against the starter, Kramer. Can we see it again?
That was a purpose indoor slider that started at Lopez and was on the inside corner. That one didn't back up.
Chop towards the right side, to his left. Singer, the flip, side retired. So the Trojans strand a pair. They've now left 3, and they continue to struggle with runners in scoring position. It's a good look at what has gone on here in Corvallis the last handful of days. TCU, St. Mary's are out. It's down to Oregon State and USC in this regional final game. Game 7, winner goes to the Supers. And OSU has a 6-0 lead. They're coming up in the bottom of the 6th for USC. They got the offense going early in this regional. Scored 19 runs through the first 2 games, but since then, the last couple of games have been an offensive struggle.
Now, Oregon State pitching has been really good, and especially that bottom one with runners in scoring position. Just 1 for 16 with runners in scoring position. The last 2 games for USC, unable to get the big hit, stay in the game. Brody Purcell now making his 27th appearance for the Trojans. 40 2/3 innings, just 24 hits off Purcell. 19 walks, a whip of just over 1. Doesn't give up many base runners.
So they got an inning and a third out of Aoki in his first relief appearance of the season. Now Purcell, the 4th pitcher of the game for the Trojans. One is high to Cannon Reeder. Been hit by a pitch and grounded out to short. Upstairs from Purcell. Brody Purcell pitched in relief against St. Mary's. It was on Saturday. 2 1/3 innings, an earned run, 3 hits through 43 pitches. So we had a couple of strikeouts. A high fly to left. Lamb Really has to come in and to his left. One gone. The NCAA Super Regional coverage continues this weekend across ESPN, ESPN2, ESPNU, and ESPN Plus. For more information, visit ncaa.com, the home for all 90 NCAA championships. Alice Macias, the DH. Was interested to watch that ball hit in the air a moment ago by Reeder and Lamb because of the breeze blowing in that direction. I thought, wow, he's way too deep. He's going to have to come in. But obviously with the wind, that wasn't the case. But he kind of had a good read on it the entire way. He barely had to move.
You don't have to go back too far when you're playing close to the track and the wind has picked up. That was the amazing thing, that it didn't leave the park. But
yeah.
Hit it well. Just, I guess you can hit it too high.
Got a little under it. Did. The ball's in a strike to Macias. Purcell misses up high, 3-1. He's geared up there. Went after the high fastball. If anything, he was ahead of that 92-mile-per-hour fastball.
He was thinking one thing.
Hitting it over the fence.
Leave the yard.
Yeah. Well, is it going to stay up? It will, and it's run down by Basir. Hit that ball pretty well towards the alley in right center. Basir got a good break. 2 outs.
Yeah, he had to get a good break. I mean, it's on the line, but with the breeze from where we are, I could see the ball going away from him right here. A good break. And right about there, it starts to tail even more away from him. Can't drift on that ball. He really got after it.
2 down for Jake Craig. On base twice. Walked and scored in the 3rd. Singled his last time up. Craig, a guy who came to the program in 2023 as a true freshman and was a two-way player. Pitched a little bit. Hasn't pitched for them since his freshman year 2 years ago. The way he has developed his physique here in Corvallis, he definitely looks more like a power hitting position player.
Lumberjack.
Ooh. Say he committed there, and it's 2-2.
Take a look at the side swing here from Craig.
Yeah, that counts.
I agree.
And strike 3 on the outside corner, so Purcell sets him down in order. Just the second time today the Beavers have gone 1, 2, 3. We're through 6, 6-0 Oregon State. Can you believe all the Game 7s we have going on around the nation and have had going around the nation on this Monday? This one in the Pacific Northwest from Corvallis, 6-0. The number 8 national seed Oregon State leading USC. Trojans batting top of the 7th. Only 2 hits so far for them today. Cleanup hitter Basir shoots one over the net, or into the net above the Trojan first base dugout.
Well, the single leaded the game off by Covarrubias, and a single in the 3rd by Martinez. The only base hits.
Yeah, that's it. Sears struck out and rolled into a double play. Hitting in the cleanup spot today is Stankowitz had adjust the lineup. The absence Braden Dow, the center fielder and leadoff hitter. When you lose a leadoff guy like that, it's been playing all season, and all of a sudden he's got shuffled around today.
Catalyst, spark plug at the top of the order, and big loss out of the lineup for the Trojans.
Stankiewicz team in their first NCAA tournament. 10 years for the program. The first in his 3-year tenure. He jammed him in a soft bouncer out to Segura on a soft underhand toss. Almost pulled Craig off the base.
You see so many pitchers now run it 3/4 of the way over there, then flip it. As it gets warmer, you need to kind of protect your legs, stand on the mound and throw it over there. I actually played with Randy Johnson, who couldn't throw the ball to first on a comebacker or a bunt because he was always afraid he would throw it too hard or launch it. I'm like, you got a Gold Glover over there. Throw it as hard as you want. He's going to catch it.
So he
kind of had the yips.
Which is, there's some irony there for somebody who threw as hard as he did with, for the most part, the command that he had. You couldn't throw to first base.
Well, because he always wanted to throw it soft to first base.
Yeah.
And when he tried to throw it soft, he couldn't. Didn't know where it was going. Just took a veteran like me to tell him, don't worry about it. Throw it as hard as you want. There's someone over there that's going to catch it.
And he took that advice?
He did.
Nicely done, amateur psychiatrist.
It's not that difficult. I guess it was for Randy Johnson.
Okay. So you're talking about your time together in Arizona.
Yes.
So you talking about Mark Race at first base?
Yeah, and he caught balls across the infield from Sean Dunston.
Yeah.
Who threw it just as hard as Randy Johnson, but from shortstop.
People don't remember Sean Dunston, his time primarily with the Cubs. Man, he had a hose at shortstop as good as anybody. And Lamb takes up high.
Here's stories about Gracie, because he would catch ground balls and take about 3 or 4 steps towards first before he threw it. And Gracie said he would sit there and just like scared, like, where's this one going?
So not only are you going to throw hard, but you're going to close the distance between the two of us even more, where I have less reaction time to the heat you're going to throw my way. There's ball 4 to Lamb. Well, we're in the Pacific Northwest, so I'm sure there's plenty of Mariner fans that are simultaneously Oregon State fans that enjoy you talking about the big unit.
And big unit across the ticker today. The Mariners are going to retire his number there.
Yeah. He's a professional photographer now. I see around different events.
He's a very good he has a book. And when Rush, the band Rush, did their final tour, he was their official photographer.
And another former Mariner, Ken Griffey Jr., same way. Yeah. Yeah, Griffey was taking shots at the Masters. A really good one with McElroy after the tournament-winning shot. Gredzolonic 0 for 2 so far today. USC does have a base runner with 1 out after the walk to Andrew Lamb. Quick pickoff attempt to Weber. He's done that a couple of times this weekend where he has to catch a runner at first snapping.
It's kind of a quiet, no-look toss down there. Doesn't have much on it. Just kind of sneak up on him.
Stealthy throw. That strikeout is out number 2. And Segura looks like a totally different pitcher than the one that couldn't get out of the first inning on Friday night.
Change up. It almost looked like a screwball. It had some good depth to it.
Segura took the loss Friday against St. Mary's. His only loss this season was at Nebraska, March 28th. And you look at his outing the other night, he faced 7 batters, he hit 3 and he walked 1 before departing the game. But it's a much different story so far today for him as he throws one past Augie Lopez.
He didn't let that first outing get to him after he did almost the same thing. Struck the first batter he faced out here today, then hit 1 and walked 1. Was able to get back into it here.
Well, in reality, didn't hit 1, but it went qualified as a hit by pitch. Lopez again, another big rip, came up empty. Big difference in the sophomore from Friday to Monday. Looking like a totally different guy out there. He fans 2 in the inning, and he's fanned 4 in his 2 innings of relief, to the delight of the big crowd at Goss Stadium. We got 3 Game 7s still going on right now, including our own here in Corvallis. 2 more still to come tonight, so put this on your docket for later this evening. Miami and Southern Miss from Hattiesburg on ESPNU. That's coming up shortly. And LSU and the Little Rock Trojans. How about Murray State leading Ole Miss, the number 10 national seed, 11-3 right now.
Murray State's a 4 seed in that region.
Yeah.
I think that could qualify as maybe the biggest upset if they held on.
I think it would. Another record crowd here, 4,383. They just keep setting record crowds here. After breaking their record Friday night, did it yesterday, or actually Saturday, yesterday, and once again today. Easton Talt, top of the order. Cue ball going out to shortstop. Greg Zelenik sidearms to first, knowing he had to hurry with the speed of Talt, and gets his man.
No time to wait back on this one with Talt. Hit off the end. See Greg Zelenik almost on the green turf. Comes in, sets himself. Nice, strong, off-balance throw just in time. Took all of 6'5" of Adrian Lopez to get out there to get it.
First pitch strike to Aiva Arquette. His 2-run home run in the 3rd off the starter Hunter. Made it a 3-0 game at that point. They're up 6-0 now in the 7th. And that got the catcher Tejeda.
That one did hit him.
Yes, that excellent point. He was the hitter. He was awarded first base an inning or so ago. And went to
like it jumped up right on the hamstring.
So you know what? With all the abuse those catchers take back there, maybe that was just a little karma from the baseball gods to let him get on with a hit by pitch when in actuality he wasn't. He's had a really good series. This is to deep right and caught on the track by Basir. If the wind were blowing towards right center like it has been for part of this weekend, that would have sailed long out of here, but it stayed in.
Didn't even make it to the track out there. I thought anything that's been hit that way has been traveling a little bit.
Yeah, that was kind of hit into a crosswind. Going from the right field corner towards left center. Purcell's sent down the first 2. This is going to be a deep short. No chance Zelenek's going to make a play. But did all he could. No opportunity to get Turley, who has his 3rd hit of the game.
2 singles and a home run for Turley. Yeah, Greg Zelenik, once he got to it, there's no way you're going to throw out Gavin Turley.
And 500 now in the regional is Turley with 3 home runs. One of those came in the 3rd inning of this game. Oh, 2-out base runner for the cleanup hitter, catcher Wilson Weber. Well, if Oregon State hangs on to this lead, they will be hosting Florida State in the Supers next weekend. So I have an ACC team here, possibly. Again, if Oregon State hangs on, and there's still innings to play here. Against an independent in their first year as an independent. Six runs, 7 hits now for the Beavers, and just jumping out to a little extension of his lead, and that caught the eye of Purcell, who throws over there. The base hit by Turley ended a stretch of 5 in a row. Retired by Purcell since he came into the game. He continues to chase back Turley. And the crowd here doesn't like the constant pickoff attempts.
Turley just 4 stolen bases on the season.
He's got a bigger lead. Started to go. They pitched out, and he read that and stopped.
He pitched out, and the hold from Purcell was a little quicker.
Yeah.
He didn't hold on to it as long. There are times the catcher can give up that pitch out. We're getting out there a little early.
This crowd hasn't really had anything to boo about today, so I think they're just kind of compensating by booing the pickoff attempts. Now they're back to cheering. That's into left field, down in front of Lamb. To second base goes Turley, and Weber has a base hit. He has now hit safely in all 5 games of the Corvallis Regional.
One of the many Beavers in this regional that have swung the bat well. Weber on the line out there, two out knocks here. And bring up the hottest hitter in the world.
Can't really argue with that.
Only one that might be close standing on second base.
That's true. Fairway homered last time up. He's homered in all 5 games Oregon State has played in here in Corvallis' regional. And Purcell wanted to make sure he didn't serve up a first pitch fastball there to the guy who's the hottest hitter in the world right now. He did not go around. That's the regional that Caraway has had to this point. And when you put up numbers like that, they're reluctant to throw you a fastball.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would invent something out there.
You'd invent something first?
Like a knuckleball.
You didn't throw him a fastball now. What's Purcell going to bring 1-2? Now, shows his fastball.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
For show. Something a little off the plate, a little up. See if he goes back to that off speed here.
Well, goes back to back, and I think it surprised everybody, including Caraway. Strike 3 at the knees, and we're through 7. The NCAA Baseball Regionals are presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? This Corvallis Regional final day on this Monday. Perfect day weather-wise in the Pacific Northwest. Oregon State, after falling to St. Mary's in their opening game here on Friday, have been rolling. And they're up 6-0 as the game goes to the top of the 8th. Winner to the Supers. Another record crowd at Goss Stadium. Mark Neely along with our great crew, including former 17-year big league pitcher Greg Swindell. Martinez fouls the first one.
Well, since game 1 against St. Mary's, Oregon State's done pretty much everything right.
Yeah.
I mean, they've pitched, they've obviously hit with all the runs. The last 2 games, Oregon State pitching has struck out 26 USC Trojans at this point.
Out back. Again, the game's not over. It is 6-0 in the 8th, but if it is Florida State coming here to Oregon State, our crack research is already looking at the fact, number one, Florida State normally, I mean, historically, they host Supers. They did have to go to Fayetteville. This is probably going to be the farthest west. I don't think there's any doubt, if it is Florida State coming here, for the Noles to come all the way across the country here to Corvallis for next weekend.
I would think as soon as this game's over, they might be on their way. I mean, just to get acclimated.
Yeah.
Just to get here and get. There's 3 time zones.
USC trying to avoid being at least shut out here. They've been shut out twice this season. March 16th at Michigan, and May 9th it's Michigan State. Check swing, ball down low. Eight, 9, and 1 hitters. The Trojans in the 8th. This is outside. Another snag by Weber on a 94-mile-per-hour fastball that looked like it was headed to bounce into the backstop. Three-two. We'll do it again.
There you go. You heard Coach Mitch talking about got the war paint going. Well, Dax Whitney, Saturday, 6 innings, struck out a career high 12. He got in the war paint action himself. Right next to Coach.
That's high ball 4. And Martinez is on to begin the 8th. So again, it's the Noles awaiting to find out who they will play in the Super, either Oregon State or USC. If it's the Beavers, Noles are coming across the country here to Corvallis. If it's USC, Trojans are making the track from LA across the country to Tallahassee. That to happen, Trojans have to get the bats going here. They do have the leadoff batter on base for the 5th time in the game. We showed Dax Whitney there, and if it is Oregon State, you're looking at Kleinschmidt, who threw really well. Whitney, he threw well. It's Segura showing that he's kind of back to where he was. It would be another starting candidate to get a 3-game Super Regional.
The Kramer gave you 5, so you got someone that can give you depth out of the bullpen.
So not only has the offense been clicking really well for Oregon State, but they look to have options pitching wise as well.
Options are always good.
Yes, options are real good this time of year. Good activity in the bullpen with Leif Palmer. He's appeared once prior in this Corvallis Regional. Here's Tejeda. Check swing, ball one outside. Haven't done well with runners on base so far today. The Trojans. Pumps in a 3-0 strike. Foul by Tejeda, who's hitless so far today, but the 3 previous games for USC in this regional, he's had multi-hit games in all 3. 3 hits Friday against TCU, 2 against St. Mary's Saturday, and had 2 of the hits against Oregon State in the loss yesterday. Well, Segura comes back from down 3-0. And fans Tejeda for the first out of the 8th.
Huge out. Huge out for Oregon State and Segura. Possibly 1 pitch away from not being in the game and able to come back and strike out Tejeda, who's been swinging the bat, as you said, really well.
5 strikeouts in this relief appearance for Eric Segura. He's now gone 2 1/3 innings in relief for the starter James DeCramer, and it looks like perhaps Segura's going to be finished here regardless. We'll see what Rich Norman has in mind here, with the conversation continuing.
Palmer.
Leif's looking
Stop
like
warming up, waiting at the gate.
Palmer's like, you need me now or not? Well, the plate umpires coming out. Clint Fagan. Palmer's waiting for the sign if it's going to come. Will it? Well, Leif, relax out there, go on, buddy. It's no move being made now. Top of the order coming up. Covarrubias.
Nice deke right there. You get your blood flow, get a rush going, and you got to keep warming up.
Covarrubias singled to begin the game. Was erased in a double play. It's lined to right and walks. He's actually had 3 really good plate appearances. And hits this one. Looks like it could be a pair. 4-6-3. And Segura was celebrating even before the relay came to first base. 4th double play turned by the Oregon State defense today. Take a look at today's Capital One rewarding performance, and it's 3 home runs hit by Oregon State. The first 2, Zeke, came back to back.
Yeah, right there from Arquette. Right behind him, Gavin Turley with a moon shot. 2 innings later, Trent Caraway, who now has homered with that one in every game in this regional. 3 home runs. Capital One rewarding performance.
And there's your game track. 6 runs, 8 hits. Trojans have been blanked to this point on 2 hits Both singles. A Covarrubias base hit to left to begin the game. A Martinez single with one out in the third. Fifth different pitcher of the game comes in for the Trojans at Scranton Oval.
The freshman getting some work in here. That's thrown 47 in the third innings this year. A nice fastball in there for strike one. Almost matching the number on his back. 93-mile-an-hour fastball.
I'm going to say interesting choice of numbers to wear 95. He's with his breaking ball there and had a Singer, no balls, 2 strikes.
The charts don't work very well when you're down 6-0.
Towards deep short and into left field. Singer has his first hit of this game.
Great piece of hitting. You get fooled, but you keep your hands back. Keep your hands back, you can still barrel up out in front, but able to get enough on it. Hit firmly through the infield.
6th hit of the regional for Singer. Sends up to center fielder Cannon Reeder. And he's going to bunt. Oval. We get it to Adrian Lopez, and you're up 6-0. They're playing a little small ball to advance Singer down to second with one out as Reeder lays down the sac bunt.
Can never have enough runs in championship games. Try to keep adding on. Dallas Macias coming up here.
4th sac bunt of the season for Reeder. The aforementioned Macias looks at ball 1. Dallas hit the ball hard last time up. And the 6th lined out to right. 0 for 3 today. Nine hits now for Oregon State. They're going to carry at least a 6-run lead through the top of the 9th. An opportunity to close out the Corvallis Regional. Oval pumps in a strike. Oval has followed Hunter, Matson, Aoki, and Purcell to the mound today. USC.
He came in with just above a 7 ERA. You can see there's something there. He got a good live fastball. The breaking ball's good. Just a freshman.
Count has gone full on Dallas Macias. And the breaking ball kind of hung it a bit, but got it fouled away, and it stays 3-2. Center field on a line. That's going to drop. Oh, Martinez didn't read it well. Now he misplays it. Lead runner stopped at third. Singer, and down to second base goes Macias. Kind of an odd play. Number one, it looked like Martinez had some time to close the gap, but just kind of laid up on it.
I don't think he saw it off the bat, because it stayed up there enough. You'll see his reaction. Well, he did see it, but just couldn't read the depth of it. But Singer holding up to see if it's going to be caught. He's being sent, but he still holds up. Didn't look back up after he started to slow down. Didn't look back up. He was getting the go ahead. Second and third though here with one out.
After that timeout call. They want to talk to Craig. It's a single E8. Allowed the Seas to go to second. Don't forget, coming up a little later, ESPN2, LSU and the Little Rock Trojans. Trojans trying to be the first team with a losing record to ever reach the Supers. And here on ESPNU, you got Miami and the 16 national seed Southern Miss coming up shortly. About 10 minutes away from 6 o'clock out here on the West Coast, 9 o'clock back east. The record crowd of 4,383 Goss Stadium on this Monday. Well, after the timeout in the conversation with coach, he hits a 3-run home run into the bleachers.
He wasted no time. First row out there in the left center bleachers. 104 off the bat. 384 feet. Tice Peterson has swinging the bat well in this regional, but Jacob Craig says, I got you. Sometimes that's it. When you don't get the notice, it took 8 innings, but got a hold of that one, the second hit of the game, and that was a 3-run home run.
He also has a walk. 13th of the year. And that was a timeout well taken by Oregon State. Whoever was told is Jacob Craig apparently worked. Top of the order in Talt. Well, now it's 9-0. 11 hits for Oregon State. Now with 2 strikes, Hedges, the third baseman, will move over to the right side of the infield, basically playing a second base position up the middle. And Goebel will get the strikeout. The throw to first completes the K. Let's take another look at Jacob Craig's 13th of the year to leave the yard.
The shortstop, number 13.
Breaking ball. Stayed in, got extended.
'15th home run of the regional for Oregon State. And since losing on Friday night to St. Mary's and been facing elimination now 4 straight games, OSU has outscored their opponents 50-6. I'll repeat that, 50-6.
50.
Yes.
In 4 games.
Yes.
This is impressive. Been a really impressive 4 games. And the first game, wake-up call, and then since. I mean, it really hasn't been a close game. Because of the offense, and I mean, it's been a full team effort. Pitching's been good. Defense has been good. Offense has been exceptional.
A check swing by Arquette. Lopez says, I'm playing off the line. You got to take that yourself. Side retired, but 3 more on the Craig home run. OSU 3 outs away from the Supers. Well, when we finish up here in Corvallis. We'll be sending you to Hattiesburg, Miami, and Southern Miss. Game 7 of that series. Tom Hart and Gabby Sanchez. That's just ahead, so keep it right here on ESPNU for another decisive game coming up from Hattiesburg. 9-0 Oregon State, the number 8 national seed, looking to close out USC, and then host the 9 national seed Florida State here in this stadium next weekend. 2, 3, and 4 hitters for USC in the 9th. Ethan Hedges leads off. The junior season it's been for Hedges. All Big Ten first team this year.
Yeah, really good year. Came into his own this year has Hedges.
Yeah, no doubt. Had 4 career home runs through 2 seasons. He has a base hit there. 14 homers this year. And if that is his final plate appearance of 2025, he has a base hit.
Just the 3rd of the game for USC.
And the first since the 3rd inning. Well, Segura came on in relief and had gone 3 innings plus 1 batter here into the 9th. Had he been able to stay in to get his first save, he would have been the 10th different Beaver with a save this year, but not going to happen. He's going to get a nice hand though as he comes off the field, because it's obviously a big bounce back performance for Segura, who's going to play a part in the upcoming Super next week against Florida State.
Definitely what Segura needed, what Oregon State needed. Another arm now you can rely on out of that bullpen. Got the bad taste out. Leaves on a good note performance-wise.
Nice hand for Segura as he departs. Well, the Super Regional round, which began in 1999, since then, the top 8 national seeds that have won the regional after an opening game loss haven't been a lot. Oregon State is trying to become the 7th to do so. Rice did it the first year in '99. Louisiana most recently in 14. Florida State, who looks like they'll be coming here, they did that in 2008.
Obviously not happening too often. You got to have a lot of pitching to come back through a region like this in a short amount of time.
Dave Palmer comes on. Good numbers for him this season in 28 innings.
3 outs. That's what you're looking for out of Leif Palmer right now. 3 outs and you stay home for the Supers.
Adrian Lopez 0 for 3 today. Fouled it off his foot, rolled it out to short, foul ball. Well, when you watch Selection Sunday, it's always interesting to see who's the 8 and who's the 9, because it's many times, you know, a fine line there, but the difference between 8, the difference between 9 for Florida State is staying at home and taking a plane flight across the country.
And that's huge. Plus you get your home crowd.
Yeah.
I tell you, I'm impressed with the Oregon State crowd. Fans knowledgeable. They kind of keep the game going at times with their knowledge of their team and the game.
Right call. 1 and 2. 9-0 Oregon State. Top of the ninth. Trojans in their first NCAA tournament in 10 years. Will this be another 4-6-3? Fifth double play turned by the Oregon State defense, and they're 1 out away from a trip to the Supers.
Make pitches, you get big outs. Made a pitch right there and got 2 outs. Fifth double play of the game.
Incredible. Well, the last time Oregon State shut out an opponent in the NCAA tournament was 2018. And it was the title game against Arkansas that they won 5-0 to win the Men's College World Series. They have USC down to their final out in a 9-0 game. Deflected, throw to first, the stretch in time. Oregon State shuts out USC, and the Beavers will host the Seminoles in the Supers.
Now you could easily fold it up after that loss. Not Oregon State talking to Coach Canham and the players. You knew that wasn't going to happen. He wasn't going to let it happen. They're a tight-knit group, a tight-knit family here at Oregon State. And did a lot to come back and win 4 games in 3 days. A lot of pitching, good defense, but the offense was what impressed me in elimination games. I mean, they just never gave up, pressed the issue. And congratulations to Oregon State for advancing.
45th win of the season for Oregon State. USC finishes their season 37-23, and Oregon State shuts out USC 9-0. Noles are coming here for the Supers next week. It's going to take care of things in Corvallis. Greg Swindell, our great crew. I'm Mark Neely. Let's send you to Hattiesburg, Miami, Southern Miss with Tom Hart and Gabby Sanchez. So long from Corvallis.